For the probationers in particular, I would like to say that this is a time when they are embarking upon a journey in the service of the nation as the principal flag bearers of accountability and transparency in public finance and governance. Now, it's very well known that civil services play a very pivotal role in the overall progress of a country. They are the steel frame underlying the growth and development of our country. Within the civil services, the Indian Audit and Accounts Service is responsible for auditing the accounts of the union and state governments and public sector organizations. It is also responsible for maintaining and auditing the accounts of the state governments. As you know, the central government accounts are maintained by the office of the CGA. Uh, the audit mechanism has a crucial role to play in improving governance and transparency by operating the accountability framework for public expenditure. In a globally integrated economy, fair and impartial audit is not just a domestic concern, but also an instrument to enhance our reputation and credibility on the global stage. When I say our reputation, I mean the reputation of India on the global stage. Now, this function assumes greater significance during difficult times, such as the one we are going through now due to the COVID-19 pandemic. With increasing complexity of financial markets and higher expectations from the public about efficient resource allocation, the role of audit has become even more important. As India aspires to grow faster, the expertise and independence of auditors will have to be leveraged to provide more assurance on financial performance to all stakeholders. We need robust audit for a dynamic and resilient economy. I have therefore chosen the theme of the role of audit in the modern financial system for today's address. And I propose to touch upon areas relating to role of audit and its importance, the role of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India as an institution, Reserve Bank's experience with audit as a regulator and supervisor of the financial sector. In the Indian context, accounting and auditing, of course, have a much longer history. The Arthashastra written by Kautilya had prescribed detailed rules and procedures on accounting and auditing of public finances. The Arthashastra refers to, and I quote, the collection of audit of all kinds of revenue, unquote. And it further goes on to say that, quote, accounts shall be submitted in the month of Asadha. The accountants who do not present themselves in time or do not produce their account books along with net revenue shall be fined 10 times the amount due from them, unquote. In much later history, the office of the Accountant General was established in 1858, which went on to become the office of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. As far as the private sector is concerned, following developments in Europe, which I just referred to a little while ago, the Indian Companies Act 1866 was enacted, and it made it mandatory for joint stock companies to get their accounts verified by an auditor at least once a year.